All right, so we're back. Starter part 2 of now trying to get this thing together. Now I'm going to tell you all a couple of things. Not a lot of people, but some people come onto the IG page and they're like, oh, what's taking the build so long? Oh, why is it taking so long? First of all, I don't know how long it's taking you to do your wide body Integra or the many things that I'm doing if you're incorporating, but it takes that long because it's going to take that damn long. But a lot of the reason why it's taking that long is 1, bad customer service, 2, lack availability for parts, and 3, businesses that can't make good on what they say. And here goes another example just after us getting this together. I thought I had a reputable company who was going to be able to build the alternator and the starter, custom code them. They were unable to do that. Just take a look at some of these pictures. This is the job that they managed to do, giving them the starter and the alternator that were Egyptian Drizzy Maple, and they just totally buffed it up. They just muffed it up. Of course, didn't end up charging me. But that left me in a situation with trying to now find a company, which they're very rare, that rebuilds starter and alternators and do custom coding. Okay, so pretty much self-taught. All right, went ahead, self-taught myself, powder coat, paint, decided what I was going to do on this, and now it's time for us to put these things back together. We're going to find out what we're going to do on some of these other things, like here, since they split the protector on the terminal. But main thing is, I've powder coated these items, I've painted what I'm going to paint, and now it's time for us to go ahead and get this thing back together and see if it works. That's the most important thing. Once it gets back together, take it to an auto parts store, get them to test it, make sure the starter actually functions. If it doesn't, we're back to square one, buying another starter, trying to do it again. Another thing that took a long time is, the O-rings were split, okay? Put these O-rings on order from Honda, 2 weeks goes by. Finally, I call, they tell me then, back order. They could have called me and let me know that, but they didn't. So fortunately, I have a couple of friends that are engineer and machinist. They were able to take that O-ring and source me other O-rings just like it, same material, same dimension. So now we have a pack full of O-rings, so let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna use the white dielectric grease to lubricate the inside, but make sure not to overpack it because it will hydrolock. I'm gonna put the armature in, we're gonna put the stator on, the brushes on, make sure the bearings are on. Then the next thing we're gonna do, once we get this orientated right, because if you don't have this orientated right, what will happen is you'll have like a polarity problem. So then we're gonna put the cap on, be sure to snug it up on the bearing, the 2 screws, make sure you got your rubber bushings on there. Then we're gonna move to putting the 2 halves together, basically the gear drive with the electronic portion of that. Put a little bit of that white lithium grease on there, not too much because you don't wanna cause a lot of resistance. Put these 2 parts together, screw them together. Now I used the socket, but I technically should have used the Phillips head because I had some gap here still remaining because the socket couldn't get down in there good enough to tighten it up. Put these 2 bolts on, connecting the motor to the gear drive. Then we're gonna put a little bit of heat shrink onto that sleeve that they split at the generator shop, working it on there because you don't want to use too big of a heat shrink because then when you shrink it down, it won't be nice and snug. It'll still have some gap in there. So once you get that on, we're gonna go ahead and put the boot on that covers up the terminal once it's attached there after we get this heat shrinked, and then everything looks nice. You see how that's kind of coming, it's nicely formed, pretty much nice and tight. And now we're gonna put that boot section on, go ahead and get that down there, tighten up the terminal, and then pretty much this is it. There was a lot of BS, but we're done. That was absolutely a pain in the ass. After being taken apart and put back together so many times, some of the threads are messed up, but finally we got it together and there it is. Now we got to go get it tested to see if it actually works. That's the big test. So I'm gonna try to find a place today, get them to hook it up, see if it kicks out, see if it tests good. So evidently nobody tests starters anymore. So what I've done is gotten a battery, it's not fully charged. I've hooked up the negative to the case, the positive to the positive port, and I have my signal wire here to the signal terminal. So I'm gonna turn this motherfucker on. If it turns on and see if it doesn't, I'm screwed or the battery's dead. All right, let's go. There we go. I think I think that's good. I think this battery's low because it's been sitting for months. I think we're good. So it's been sitting for months, and that's what we got. I think we're in business. So starter is good. APP will tell me the rest. I'm done. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.